very first YouTube video of the channel. Um, this channel has kind of been a little bit of, I don't know, process of being made. Took a little bit, only because it didn't take too long to set up, but once you get the car, of course, because this channel is going to be mainly surrounded around the car, as well as me and my friends, who we're also going to work on their cars with, as well as, just kind of doing cinematics, because I used to be in the film industry, and I loved doing cinematics about cars and doing all those crazy things that can be done about cars. So that's kind of what this channel is mostly going to be surrounding about. I do have a lot of ideas later on about different cars that I will want to purchase. Like, I used to have an Integra before this, but unfortunately I kind of broke it. It just stopped working. The transmission just died. So I had to get rid of that, and I had to get a new car. And I wanted something kind of fun, sporty, modern, a manual as well, because that Integra was not manual. So here I do have my new car. This is a Scion FRS. Now, of course, I did buy it used. They don't make these ones specifically new, except for the GR86 and the new BRZ, but I couldn't get that. I couldn't afford it. So this is kind of the next best thing. So let me tell you a little bit. I got this as the time of recording this a week ago. And after this, I've already driven like almost 350 miles in the car in just a few days. I love the car. The car is fantastic. It handles great. It sounds great, even though it does not have an actual proper exhaust. It just has a muffler delete. With just the muffler delete, the thing sounds insane. It sounds wonderful. It does have a few things done to the car, not by me, of course. I actually got it like this from the dealership, which was pretty crazy. My original idea for this car was for it to be completely stock, for nothing to be done, for it to be, stock clutch, stock wheels, everything, and build it from the ground up. I don't know what that was. What is there? Anyways, so that was my original plan, was to find a car that I can completely mod out from the ground up. Unfortunately, though, given that the age of the cars and also how much modifications that you can do with the cars, there weren't many options out there that were completely stock. And if they were completely stock, they were way out of my price range, around 25K. So I had to settle with this car. This car did cost me around $16,000. Of course, I'm financing and everything like that, because I didn't have the 16 grand to put down and just buy the car cash, because I was in a bit of a pinch. I did need a car. So I went ahead and I got the car. So let's go over the car right now, and let's show you all the things that are that's already on the car right now. All right, guys, so here it is. So like I said, it is a 2014 FRS. It has right now on the clock, after I got it, has now 93,000 miles. When I originally got it, it had 92,000 miles and some change. So yeah, so it is black, and it came with bronze wheels. Now the brand of the wheels, honestly, I don't have the grade of eyes, but I think it says Turin or something. Since we are also here, don't worry about the curbing. That is not me, I promise. That was the previous person who did own it. By the way, this car did come from Minnesota. So there is probably a little bit of rusting and everything like that. But this car from the dealership did come with drilled and slotted brakes. The brakes are fantastic. This thing brakes like crazy. So that's one thing that I really love. Also, the previous owner did put Toyota badges on the car. He pretty much just, except the steering wheel, but everything else has Toyota badging. Like in the back, Toyota, it has Toyota there, Toyota down there, and it has the 8.6 badging. But yeah, so he really wanted to make it look like it is an 8.6. I'm gonna leave it because honestly, I think it does make the car look cooler. So I'm not stressed about that at all. So from the dealership, it did come with these headlights. I'm not 100% sure what headlights they are, but as you can see, it's kind of just like fading or something. I'm not totally sure. And also for some reason, there's all this white stuff too. I think I'm gonna give it a wash shortly. But yeah, so same thing on the other side, except other side just like has patterns or something that, I'm not totally sure what's going on with it. So I think definitely at some point I will replace the headlights for Valentini headlights, because those things look fucking amazing. So that's pretty much all right there. From the dealership as well, it did come with a carbon Kevlar hood, with hood pins. Of course, this one right here is missing, not technically missing, it broke. Some of the clips here, I guess, were damaged and never got fixed or replaced, and so the dealership unfortunately couldn't take care of it, of course, given that it's aftermarket. So there's that, but this one does work here, so let me just might as well show you the engine while we are here. So here's the engine bay. Everything is pretty good. Of course, it has stock headers. It does just have a short ram intake, which don't worry about the filter, that does need to be cleaned. This whole engine bay honestly just needs to be cleaned and refreshed. But yeah, like I was saying, it's pretty good. There's no issues with the car. The car is perfectly fine, which is something I'm really happy about. Other thing is really just the battery tie down is missing, but I mean, otherwise I really don't have any complaints as far as the engine goes. And just to show you guys quickly, this is an actual Simon carbon fiber hood. It's kind of crazy because this thing's like almost $1,500 just for the hood. Oh, and also he did install the hydraulic hood props, which I'm super happy about. I was going to do that anyways, so I'm super happy about that. As far as engine wise go, any future plans, I'm still deciding on whether I want to keep the short ram intake. It does sound super cool when it does suck in air. It sounds super sick, but I'm still debating on it to see if I keep it or not. I am going to get Tomei unequal length headers that are catless, so that is going to improve the sound of the car a lot. Intake, I did find one intake on Subi Mods that supposedly adds 10 horsepower and is also a wrinkle red. So I think it would be really nice to have that wrinkle red and just kind of give this engine bay a nice pop of color somewhere here. As far as that, I don't really think anything else is going to change in the car. This time in my Integra, I did not have AC. I took it out completely because I wanted it to be a super light car. So this one's definitely going to keep the AC system. It is not going to leave or anything like that. And also this is also going to get a oil cooler and an oil catch can, both from Mishimoto. That's sometimes a tongue twister for me. So that's pretty much it up front. Nothing else is really going to be done. Of course, I need to probably just give it a wash, but honestly, otherwise, that is pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and close the hood. And it's also not that difficult. Sometimes it's like a little hard to align, but that's it. That's all it takes to close. As far as otherwise, the paint is pretty good. There's nothing really going on with the paint. There's not too much swirling. There's also no dents on the car that I can tell, so which is really good. I am probably going to leave these wheels on the car. I kind of like it. They're 18-inch wheels, so it automatically gives it just kind of like that lowered look. I'm still debating on whether I'm going to put any coils. If I do, it will be BC coils, just to kind of lower it. If not lower it, keep it the same height, but just have a little bit stiffer suspension. As well as the side marker here is also from the previous owner, so that was a nice touch as well. Didn't really want it, but that's how it came in the car. Has a little bit of tint, not too much. It's pretty minor tint. So otherwise from here, there's nothing really much for the car. Like I said, same wheels. In the back, we do have Valentini tail lights as well, and these are the clear smoked tail lights. These things look sick at night. I think it looks incredible. So I mean, yeah. And he also has, I'm not sure what brand they are, but he has the LED reverse light and just kind of the light that stays on. I kind of forgot the name. And then really, as far as the exterior goes, I'm definitely gonna get a carbon fiber trunk in the back. I just don't know if I'm gonna put a spoiler or not. So that's kind of up for debate, because I do like the one that just kind of sticks out to the extends a little bit. That comes on some FRSs, but I do like how that looks. I don't know where to get it exactly, but I have seen them that they do come in carbon fiber, so I might do that. Eventually too, I may want to wide body the car. Eventually, maybe just kind of later on to see. But I think for right now, this thing looks sick. Interior wise, let me show you. Please don't mind the mess. It is a little bit messy. Alrighty, so as far as interior goes, only thing I honestly am going to change about the interior is the steering wheel, which I have at home, and I also have a seat harness as well that's going to go on the car today, actually, when I go home after filming this video. But overall, nothing much. You guys probably do notice the e-brake boot is missing. Dealership already ordered that for me. They said they will replace that with no charge. So once they give me a call for that, they're gonna go ahead and get that taken care of. So yeah, and so while we're here, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys what the exhaust sounds like. It's a warm start, not a cold start, but I will go ahead and put a clip of what the cold start sounds like. So yeah, so that's how it sounds. And honestly, with just a muffler delete, the thing sounds kind of insane. Not to mention the fact that, you know, it can kind of burble a little bit, which I was super impressed about. Given that it's only just a muffler delete, there's nothing really much else going on with it. Like I said, I'll put in a clip for the cold start, but even cold start itself sounds pretty sick. So yeah, so right now I'm gonna go do a little errand, and I'm gonna go grab something real fast. And 350 just try to knock me in the head. Yeah, I'm gonna go get something really fast, and while we're driving, I'm gonna go ahead and get some clips of the drive. I'm super excited for the plans that are gonna come out of the car and things that are gonna happen. And later on into the channel and everything like that, I will be doing, I'm gonna get another Integra essentially. I used to have an Integra. That was just an LS Integra. Had a B18 B1 for those who know, which is a pretty not that great engine. It's great for a starter to learn off, like engine wise and things like that, which I learned. And I was able to learn, oh shit, this is a big bump. But yeah, I learned a lot about engines that way. I learned how to work on engines, what the different components are and everything like that. And I think honestly that's a great way to learn, especially for me, because I bought a second engine, so I had two of the exact same engine. And then of course later on, after having it for like maybe a year or something like that, it just didn't want to continue working. I put, I think not even two, maybe like 6,000 miles on that car in a year. That was also my daily driver, but I loved the shit out of that car, and that car was so fun to have. So to honestly have basically an upgrade of a car is incredible, and is honestly one of the better decisions that I've made in my life. So yeah, so later on I am gonna get another Integra, but this one is going to be a GSR Integra. For those who know, that has VTEC, and it's a very highly sought after engine, B18C1 to be specific. So that is going to be something that is going to be on the channel later, and that's going to be like a pretty crazy, like just straight race car. No AC, no other stuff that doesn't, maybe even no power steering, maybe, I'm not totally sure, maybe a K-swap, I don't know yet, but I do know I do want to get one and have another one, because honestly that Integra was so fun to own. I do miss it. So I'm hitting the roads now. So give me about a couple minutes, I'll be right back with y'all. Alright guys, we are back and we are on our way. Just finished running my errand. We're now in the canyons right now. So this was just more of just like kind of like, an intro video to the whole channel, getting to know the car, my ideas with the car, and all those things like that. This is kind of the point of that video. I am honestly not going to be making videos very often, as I am working full-time. I have a lot of other things that are going on. So I'm not always going to be uploading. I'm not going to be consistently uploading. So yeah, but as of right now, you guys will have 2 videos ready to go, and to be uploaded at some point in the future of the channel. But yeah, so the next one, like I said, is just going to be installing the seat harness, and then another video will probably be installing that steering wheel, which is it's a really nice steering wheel. I had it exactly on the Integra, but I'm still waiting on a couple of parts to come in for that before I can even think to install it. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera over so that way you guys can see. We'll do a little spirited driving right now. I'm probably gonna have to get gas after this or something. I'm also gonna, I'm not gonna lie, this thing is really great on gas. At this point, I filled up on Friday. Today is Tuesday, and given I literally drove to Santa Clarita and back, and I did a bunch of other stuff, so of course I've driven the miles to accomplish this, but I've already driven 240 miles from a full tank to about halfway in between the empty and the quarter tank mark. So this thing's pretty good on gas, I'm not gonna lie, pretty good on gas, way better than the Integra. But yeah, alright, but so we're gonna go ahead and get started with this drive. I'll go ahead and flip the camera over in just a sec.